It's time to put on the tinfoil hats because it's time to speculate and talk about a possible conspiracy of a new upcoming character. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. That's right, we're doing some speculation tonight about the future of the 501st and some characters we could possibly see here in the very near future with them. Now, of course, we know that we've already got 4 characters with the 501st tag, with the 3 clone troopers of Rex, Echo, and Fives, and then Ahsoka all have the 501st tag. But then there was a lot of confusion when this happened because Anakin Skywalker did not get the 501st tag, and it even says within the developer insight here, following the commands of a Jedi General, which anyone who knows the 501st knows that is Anakin's Legion. It's called Vader's Fist when it turns to the Empire, he becomes Darth Vader, they get that nickname. But Anakin has always been the leader of the 501st. This is nothing new. So it was very surprising to see him not get the 501st tag. But then there was also some clues thrown in here and there that maybe we're going to be getting something here soon with him. And of course, there's also a pattern that we've seen before, especially recently with Darth Revan and Jedi Knight Revan, where we get introductions of characters and reworks, but then we get something else within a month or so that really helps build it up to the next level. So let's go ahead and dive into that, and then also talk about another character that could possibly be coming here very soon, because there's a clue within Echo's kit of something that we've seen already in the game that could possibly point to another character getting reworked. So diving first into General Anakin, a lot of people were asking with the rework why Anakin didn't get the 501st tag, and honestly, I think the reason for that was because they don't want to destroy the Padme team by pulling Anakin from that team and throwing him into the 501st. That really destroys a lot of synergy with the Padme squad, also using Ahsoka within the 501st squad. It just really hurts the Padme team, and I don't think that was their intention. So it's probably a lot easier for them to come up with a new Anakin character. You know, number one, monetization, because that's the name of the game. With mobile games like this, you have to have monetization at all times. But also, it allows them to get a new Anakin in the game that's going to help build up another Republic squad without destroying Padme. I think that was their main reason, besides the money, obviously. And of course, there's been hints recently from CG of something coming here very soon. If you look at the developer Q&A, they talk about Echo's ability, saying that he has extra damage, he has crit damage up, but no one with synergies gives crit damage up. Could this point to something in the future? Top Hat says, interesting, wonder what that could mean. Yeah, it's pretty safe to say we have something coming here with the 501st very soon, and honestly, it points to Anakin of all characters. I mean, he's a leader, he's the general of the 501st. Who else would fit into that team? You do have a solid lead with Rex, but I believe Anakin is what's going to be the leader that really takes the 501st to the next level. Now, of course, this could possibly be the new meta, and if it is going to be the new arena meta, I am expecting something within his kit that provides immunity to fear, or just bypasses the effects of fear, I don't know. Something to counteract fear, because that's what's really causing the Darth Revan teams to be so meta, is if you can get fear under control, you can bypass that Revan team very easily with a 501st squad. And also, you can possibly throw in something with a permanent healing immunity or an unresistible healing immunity to really shut down Darth Malak. Because without Darth Malak, those Darth Revan teams don't really work that well. And this is actually a pattern of behavior we've seen before in the past. Remember with Jedi Knight Revan, we had the Jedi rework where Grandmaster Yoda got a rework and his leadership looked really good. So a lot of people, myself included, put a Zeta on Grandmaster Yoda right away. And then 2 weeks later, we got Jedi Bastila with her leadership that was vastly superior to the Grandmaster Yoda. And then that was the buildup of the Old Republic characters, which eventually led to Jedi Knight Revan and his introduction into the meta. And then fast forward to Darth Revan. When we got Darth Revan, he was okay on his own, but he was still very vulnerable to a certain amount of teams. Jedi Knight Revan could still easily defeat him, and Emperor Palpatine teams were just straight destroying your Darth Revan teams. So what did they do? They introduced Darth Malak which brought a lot of abilities to the field that counteracted those teams. The guaranteed fear on critical hits, and the ability to prevent Sith characters from gaining turn meter. It really counteracted both the Jedi Knight Revan and the Emperor Palpatine teams, and solidified Darth Revan as the meta. And that's something to keep in mind with these patterns, is that we get these reworks, we get these new factions, these new teams, they look really great, but there's always just something missing there that really helps take them to the next level that gets introduced later on, and that's what happened. So we have this 501st rework. The 501st characters are looking fantastic. I've done a video already with Rex and leadership with Zaris on the team. Fantastic offensive team. Have a defensive version coming out here very soon. I think you guys will really enjoy that. But as a whole, we do not have a full 501st squad. We only have 4 out of 5. General Anakin seems to be the obvious choice for that, and I would honestly expect him to be the meta character and the meta team defining leader that's really going to help take this team to the next level. So that's what I'm expecting in terms of what the event could possibly be. They have to monetize this event somehow, and honestly, the one obvious way to monetize it is something with Shaak Ti. Now, Shaak Ti just went free to play 2 weeks ago, and actually, yeah, 2 weeks ago. And then at the same time, we have these packs for the clone troopers with their reworks in the store. Now, they expire in a certain amount of time, and we've seen this before. These packs will expire at the same time as a legendary event, but I'm not quite sure this is going to be a legendary. Legendary doesn't feel like it's the kind of thing I'd go for with Anakin. Shaak Ti with clones doesn't feel like a legendary event. I have a feeling this is going to be a Malak-style event. There was a screenshot that went around saying that a Mace and Ki-Adi-Mundi event had gotten postponed. Instead, we're getting a Malak event with Anakin. I don't really believe the part about Mace and Ki-Adi-Mundi, but I definitely believe that part about Malak-style event with General Anakin. That really seems like something they want to do. CG has talked about in the past about how they want to bring in more of those kinds of events. So I would expect something in the style of a Malak event that is going to be required for General Anakin, which obviously means we're probably going to have to use clones and 501st for something, and then possibly Separatist. I'm guessing something with Separatist or some other faction like that that really helps make sense for that. So Separatist, droids possibly, who knows? We're probably going to see something like that if this is possibly a Malak event. So, I mean, that's really just kind of speculation on what we could see here. I think that it's a pretty good safe bet that we are going to see General Anakin here very soon. In terms of what event it's going to be, probably a Malak event. I would probably put my money on a Malak event. Legendary could possibly be it, but we're definitely going to have some kind of event that's going to revolve around the monetization of your newer release characters like Shaak Ti to push this Anakin event, and he's going to be meta defined at the same time, so they're really going to help push people to spend on Shaak Ti. That's what I'm predicting CG to do. So the other character that I mentioned earlier that I want to talk more about is something that I've noticed, and just a crazy conspiracy theory out there, is with Echo. We brought up before, his basic has that bonus damage if he has crit damage up. Now, of course, obviously, you're thinking something with Anakin, but there's something else that came to mind, and honestly, when I first saw this, and I spent the first 24 hours after the kit reveal trying to figure out who could possibly give Echo crit damage up. Really, there's no one who can that has reliable synergies, so the question then becomes, what can we possibly see that will give him crit damage up? And one crazy theory that I ended up coming up with is that if you remember in the Geonosian territory battle, there's a certain character on the team who gives crit damage up if an ally scores a critical hit when called to assist, and that is Clone Sergeant Phase 1 inside the Geonosian territory battle. If you scroll down to him, which down here quite a bit, going past all the named clones, keep going, Clone Sergeant, lend a helping hand. It was this new ability that the Clone Sergeant just in the Geonosian territory battle got. Deal physical damage to target enemy, call target ally to assist. Both attacks have plus 50% crit chance, and Clone Sergeant and the target ally gain crit damage up for 2 turns. Now, of course, obviously this is an interesting thing, and this is something that when I was going back through, I was like, I kind of wonder, because, yeah, crit damage up and calling targets to assist with Clone Sergeant, that's kind of something interesting. But then, if you also remember, the logging character for the month of September is none other than Clone Sergeant Phase 1. Now, I mean, this is just pure speculation, thrown on the conspiracy hat, the tinfoil hat, just way out there in left field, I'm not expecting a rework on Clone Sergeant. There has been a lot of discussion in the past of reworking Clone Sergeant and renaming him to Heavy, and Heavy is a part of Domino Squad, which is the same uniques that Fives and Echo both got with their reworks. So it's kind of one of those interesting things where, you know, maybe we see Heavy at some point. He gets crit damage up. He gives it to Echo. Echo and Heavy hit for a ton of damage with that. It was just something to just kind of speculate on. That's, you know, that was something that when I saw it in my mind, I was like, you know, that could definitely be possible, but the chances of it are very slim. So it's just kind of one of those fun things, one of those fun little conspiracies that I kind of came up with in the process of figuring out what we could possibly see here. Obviously, the big thing that I think we're going to see is General Anakin, but this is another theory just to throw out there, because, you know, maybe we'll see Domino Squad at some point. Maybe we'll see Heavy, because I know a lot of people wanted to see Heavy with this rework to clones. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. Just kind of speculating on what we could see. I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing some kit reveals sometime this week. If you look at the packs for the Clone Troopers, they only have 9 days and 7 hours left at the time of this recording. So we only have a little bit over a week from Sunday when this event goes live, or when these packs expire. So I would expect an event that would possibly expire at the same time that these packs go away. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's Anakin? Do you guys think there's any water to that theory with Heavy or something with Clone Sergeant? Let me know down below in the comments section. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later.